game.
What's good, guys? Welcome back to SH. It's your boys, the duo, Omar and Andy. Hit the subscribe button, like and comment. Let's just get right into it.
Yep.
Welcome to the Andy victory lap. I'm just gonna let him go.
All right. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. We're back at it again with the Western Conference Finals post review. Basically, I did manage to find our good friend Omar. He's no longer asleep, but he might as well have been asleep because, goddamn, were his takes so bad, my boys. Let's just say, first of all, Timberwolves, good job making it to the conference finals again and getting smoked. Getting 4-1'd. The nice gentleman sweep, which I knew OKC was going to do to you, but I never thought that the last game was going to be a disgusting smokehouse by 30-something points. I'm going to give my points. SGA, Chet, and J-Dubs. These last two games, 5 and 4, they showed that they are here to play and that they're here to win a chip, because damn it, they played their hearts out. 20 plus points from each one. We're not even going to talk about how fantastic Alex Caruso has continued to play, defensively stopping Julius Randle and his freaking shaky ass that I knew for a fact. He's still the same Julius Randle from New York. Nothing's changed. He's inconsistent. Good job having one series against one team. But just as I said, during the Denver and OKC game and series, OKC got tested that series, and they went in with the mentality of, we can beat anybody, and damn right they did. Sadly, OKC's unstoppable right now. They run 10 deep. Every single player on that team can be a starter if they wanted to, and they are all hungry. Which I don't know what happened in Minnesota. Ant was hungry, but they locked him down. You had Julius Randle doing really good in the first game or the second game. Don't know what happened the next game. It was a 20-point game and then a 5. And that's not gonna win you. That's not gonna win you during the tough times. It's not gonna get you to the finals. And there's just so much to say. You'll see. We're gonna see how Omar really feels now after he's witnessed that OKC was not some new experienced team. But I will give my props to OKC. They're gonna be running it for a while because they got picks. They have a future. The present is with them right now, and I still got them OKC in 5 in the finals, going against most likely the Pacers, but we'll see. We'll see tomorrow when the video comes out if Pacers do close it out. But SGA, he might be the first. We might be seeing the first triple MVP with a season MVP, a conference MVP, and damn near for sure he's gonna get himself a finals MVP. But that's not here or there. For now, he's gonna be a 2 times MVP.
Yeah, a lot of credit to the Oklahoma City Thunder, first and foremost. Alex Caruso, for sure, was absolutely outstanding. Demon defensively. Same thing for Cason Wallace. Cason Wallace was absolute beast on both ends, hitting timely shots. J-Dub, shout out J-Dub, Chet, and of course the MVP and SGA. But yeah, for Minnesota, a complete letdown. Julius Randle showed up for the first half of game 1, did not show up for the second half, did not show up in game 2. OKC slept through game 3. Randle wasn't great in game 4, and didn't do a damn squat until the game was out of reach in game 5. And shout out Anthony Edwards. He tried to figure out OKC's defense from game to game. OKC's defense is just on a different level. It's historic. And after watching what Denver success, I thought Minnesota was a better team than the Denver Nuggets, and I thought they'd be able to capitalize. I was wrong. Rudy Gobert is one of the worst offensive players I've ever seen in my life. I don't give a damn. This motherfucker can be a 10-time defensive player of the year. I don't want to hear a damn thing about him being a top whatever center because he's unplayable in the playoffs. I can't believe it. How bad he is offensively. The coordination, it's not there. OKC is daring Gobert to do anything offensively. Can't do it. I do want to show love to him again because outside of this game where he wasn't good, he was absolutely amazing offensively. The growth I thought was there offensively, he had it. Nickeil Alexander-Walker played a great series outside of Game 5. Terrence Shannon, he was great. He's going to be a real player for Minnesota next year. I don't know where the hell Minnesota does because they can't trade Rudy Gobert because no one hell wants that fucking contract. I promise you that. $30 million a year for this guy. Fuck out of here. It's just so infuriating. Minnesota traded Cap for what? To have offensive creation. Julius Randle, who had success in the first 2 series, had me believe. Got shut down. And it's Chris Finch also got out-coached. Chris Finch is a hell of a good coach in this league, but got out-coached as well. I don't know. Again, I don't know what Minnesota does moving forward. Mike Conley's getting up there in age, so they're going to need a dynamic guard. I don't know if Rob Lingham is the answer next to Ant. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with Rudy Gobert. But if it's the same roster, I promise you the hell, they're not going back to the conference final. After watching what they just did, and all their holes got exposed, OKC exposed that team for the next 5 years until they make change. But guess what? With Rudy Gobert on that and that his sorry ass offensive ability, ain't doing a damn thing.
Yeah.
That is incredible. But yes, shout out OKC. Caruso's on one. Casey Wallace, unbelievable. Chen Holmgren, J-Dub hitting, playing a great defense, taking advantage of second opportunities because for whatever fucking reason, these damn bastards can't rebound either. Oh, Naz Reid. Let me not forget about Naz Reid. They didn't have a great series either. He caught the same way Ty Jerome cost himself a bag. Naz Reid might have, not to the degree that Ty Jerome did, but Naz Reid definitely cost him a couple bucks.
Yeah, it was a series.
I don't know if OKC took it up to another level or Denver's role players is just better than what we thought.
Like I said, I did think the Denver Nuggets were playing back to what they were playing at their championship level when they did win the championship.
Because we watched this with MPJ with one shoulder and Aaron Gordon hurt, and they still took them 7. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if Denver's just that close or Minnesota's just this bad, and they got the easiest pass to the conference final. I don't know what the answer is.
I think Minnesota did get it pretty easily, like we discussed earlier, that it was a new Laker team. It was a Stephen Curry-less Golden State Warriors. Like I told you, they did not get tested. It wasn't. I'm not gonna say it was a breeze. Maybe it wasn't, but it was not to the level of what OKC went through just in the second round. And that I think that's the boost that made him lock in more, because it was we're going against the second MVP of this season. If we don't put our foot in this gas, we're not going to make it out. And they kept that foot on their gas. The only time they didn't was when they got blown out by 40 by the Timberwolves. But they locked it back in. They said, all right, we got to remember who we are. We got to remember that we need to win 7 more games to get out of here with the chip. And it's just the thing is sad to say, Anthony Edwards is not Jokic. He just can't be, all right. He's a shooting guard. All he can do is score. But with Jokic, it was a one-man army. And when the shooting pieces of the Denver Nuggets were shooting and they're actually landing, and you have Aaron Gordon and everybody playing to their utmost ability, going against the Timberwolves in a very, obviously we didn't expect Julius Randle to crumble. And we didn't expect all these other teams all these other players to kind of like shit the bed in a sense. But it just shows that OKC came with that drive, and they've created such a perfect team where we can enjoy seeing actually every single player be that man, be the next man up. Because I'll be honest with you, Dort was god awful shooting wise this whole time, but Wallace was out there. There was Eddie. It was next man
Leah
up.
Jones hit shot.
Exactly.
It's unbelievable. And so again, we'll do a finals preview whenever the next series is over. Yeah, but after watching this level of defense, New York would get swept. I think Indiana can make it a little interesting because they're offensively so potent behind Tyrese Halliburton. But all right.
OKC's a different monster right now, and they're going to be a monster for the next coming years.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I guess let us know if you think it's going to be an OKC sweep in the finals, or if the Pacers or New York can challenge them. We'll talk about it in the next one. But like Omar said, like, subscribe, comment, and let's just real quick have our little compilation of all of Omar's bad takes. Nuggets versus the Clippers.
I'll start with this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have the Clippers. You have your true one in SGA. You have the depth, but I don't trust J-Dub as a number 2 yet. And again, we saw it with Cleveland. This shit don't happen exponentially. This doesn't happen year to year when you go from getting knocked out in the second round to the conference finals. Minnesota was there last year. They got to the conference and learned what type of a different beast it is. And I fully expect Minnesota to be ready for this moment this time around. DiVincenzo, I trust Mike Conley, McDaniels, Nas Reed. Minnesota is the reason the Denver Nuggets will lose this series to OKC is because of their depth. Minnesota has that depth. I promise you, Minnesota has that depth.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.